Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking for Tuesday, the 6th of November. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please join us. Good morning to all those people who are having their morning coffee with me. I have tea because it's my first drink of the day. So many people wrote to me yesterday and said where they were from, and I can't even remember this morning half the places that had come through. So please remember, I think of each and every one of you when I read your messages. I read all of your messages still. So yes, you mean so much to me. Alrighty, I'm still using the Golden Tarot. I've been really enjoying using this pack, so I'll keep using it for a little while until one gets bored of one's pack and then one moves on, which does happen. I'm a little fickle like that. I do like a change. I can't think of anything else. I think that's it for the day. I'm sure I'll ramble on about something along the way. I'm just making sure the cards are shuffled right. Sometimes they want me to keep shuffling, so I'm quite happy to give them a really good pan. Oh, thank you all the people who've ordered personal readings from me. I've been a little bit sort of busy this week. It's been fantastic. I want to get to the stage where I can give away the job I do and just do this full time. That would make me a very, very happy woman. But we're getting there. It's taken many years to really get my business going, so obviously YouTube was the answer. I didn't listen. Sorry, Spirit. I didn't listen. It made me so nervous. But anyway, we're here. Beautiful. And we're ready. Okay. What have we got? 5 of Coins. Not my favourite card to come up on a morning reading, but let's go with it. So the 5 of Coins talks about being left out in the cold. It talks about spiritual lowness. It just talks about that feeling of not... I guess it's sort of depression. But feeling sort of a bit left behind, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. I'm sure that we've all experienced this before in our lives, whether it be through somebody leaving in what way, shape, form or another. But definitely that feeling of being left out in the cold there. That's quite interesting for this morning. Okay, so the first card we have out here is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the man who's sort of like the culmination of all 4 kings. He's, you know, the paragon of virtue. He's learned everything. He's full of wisdom. He's, you know, the person you go to when you have something to ask. He's your wise man. And he's coming up in the reading this morning. So you could be seeking out, especially with that 5 of Pentacles there, you could be seeking out some support from someone if something has happened to make you feel a little bit sort of flattened or a little bit lonely or whatever else it is you're feeling in that 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and then I have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so some of you may have moved away from something. And it may be why you're seeking the guidance of someone who's very important to you. We definitely see somebody moving away in a boat here. They do have family with them, so you could have shifted with your family. The 6 of Swords talks about, you know, taking all your ideas, thoughts and experiences with you, you know, not leaving anything behind. It's really important that you've learned your lessons here, is what Spirit is saying. But you're moving away from something that didn't serve you, and even though you obviously feel very low with that 5 of Pentacles there, you know you've made the right decision because you know you're heading into calmer waters. So whatever this is, this move is a good one. You may be seeking out some support from an Emperor. You could be moving towards an Emperor. The Emperor could be a family member or someone who's offered for you to come and stay while you sort of nurse your wounds or you know, recoup, but definitely moving away from something, and very often in the 6 of Swords, something that did not serve you. Okay, so you could be moving away from or towards a King of Swords. This is a person, I don't have the energy at the moment, so give me a little bit of time. The King of Swords can be quite a manipulative character. This could be the energy you're taking on at the moment, so I'll sort of clarify that as we're moving. It can be a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, but I get a little bit of a feeling that this person has figured quite greatly in your life and perhaps not in the greatest way. So he does have a little bit of a funny feel to him this morning, but I'll see how we go. I really think he's the person you're moving away from, but let's see. Okay, so you're moving on to be single or moving on to sort of find yourself. The Nine of Coins talks about sort of being in your element, you know, being able to wear the clothes you want, do the things you want. Yes, I'm thinking now you're moving away from somebody who was a little bit controlling. Now I get into this energy, I can feel that energy really clearly. Because I feel like you're moving towards freedom here with this Six of Swords. So some of you are moving away from some sort of situation that was not good. And I feel that that Five of Pentacles was how you were feeling then, not how you're feeling now. You're moving away. So you're moving away from the feeling of the Five of Pentacles. It's feeling like a past card now. Okay, all right, so we're on the right track here. Not a nice reading for everybody this morning, but got to be done. I remember I've had a couple of tarot card readers say, I just had a terrible reading this morning and I wasn't prepared to do it. And I think that's a bit sad sometimes, because I think that even though the readings might be a bit hard-hitting, people need to know that Spirit's on their side and they've done things for good reasons. So it's part of the learning. I don't like delivering bad news either, but unfortunately has to happen. I do it in the gentlest way possible though, so please. I try to be as kind as I can, because this isn't easy. It's not an easy situation, and at the end of the day, you know, there might be some help here or solution or whatever, or ideas, messages that come through when I do the readings. So we have the King of Coins here. Now the King of Coins is very often Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. I really love him in this deck. He's really beautiful. He's very, I don't know whether it's the way he's dressed, but he's really represented beautifully here. But he is your, he's a man who's, you know, very down to earth, very in charge of what he's doing. He could be helping you out financially here. There's a feeling that perhaps he's helping you out financially. This could be your energy as well. Maybe you've got yourself in a really good financial position before you're moving off. Maybe not financial, but you're stable. Maybe you're moving into this situation, but you've been able to gather your forces, is what they're saying to me. I don't know what that means. Gather your forces and move forward in a way you needed to. I think what they're saying is you've got yourself together, basically. Okay, and then we have the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Wands talks about a message, and it can very often be a message of passion. The Page of Wands often says to me that, because the pages are more messengers rather than actions, and it feels to me like you're contacting someone here. I think that you've already got contacts of people who can help, because I've got the King of Coins very strongly giving off this very helping energy. So I feel like you're able to contact, you've got lots of support here. Let me say that. Whether this is family or whether it's friends, it's almost like people know what you've been going through, and they're all, that's why they're saying gather your forces, right? You're gathering people together to give you a hand in this. People are coming to help you out with this. It's really nice. Okay, so you're moving towards a Ten of Coins. So what you're moving towards is security, stability. I feel like with this King of Swords character, and this could be male or female, this person, but I don't think they've given you a really good time, and you're able to now sort of like spread your wealth. They're saying odd things this morning. You're able to sort of, you know, bring in what you need and spread it out again. So whatever that means to someone, I think what they're saying is you're getting, people are giving you things and support and whatever else, and you're able to move forward with that really comfortably here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So it may be that you get some sharp, it may not, it may be that you have some things coming back at you that aren't great. Because often the Knight of Swords can be someone who has a very sharp tongue. He's telling the truth as he sees it. So I feel like this isn't an easy separation. I think you are going to put up with a little bit of flack and a little bit of nasty messages coming through. That's okay, because you're actually going through a big transformation here as well. This situation will put you into a completely different space, and through your grieving and what you need to do, there is a lot of transformation coming through. For some of you, this feels like it's just gone on for a really long time. Somebody's just been able to, and then I have the Page of Swords here. So a lot of sharp words, a lot of energy going backwards and forwards, a lot of feeling that what you're doing is the right thing to do, but still questioning it. Please don't. You're going to be put through a transformation here. There's a lot of purging for you to do, a lot of growing for you to do. But what I can tell you is that you're moving in the right direction. You have the support of many people. And this was the best thing that you could have done for yourself. But definitely messages coming through here. You need to be wary that this person isn't going to give up on you easily, whoever you are. Wow, very tough reading. You just have to work your way through these tough messages and these tough things coming through. Okay, I have two cards coming out this morning. I have Death Rights and Maynard. So I'll read both of them for you. Death Rights talks about saying goodbye, formal occasion, and honouring lives. And it says, honouring the ones who we have loved and who we've left can be a beautiful way to come to terms with their absence, and a way to help their soul make the transition to the new life beyond the veil. Evidence of life beyond death. And I guess at the end of the day, if you're moving away from someone, it could be, you know, that you're sort of leaving them behind. So it could be like having the grief of death. Okay, Maynard talks about, it is safe for you to give way to feelings of intense bliss and happiness, even excitement. Feeling deeply and allowing yourself to be swept up in the rapture is a beautiful thing to experience at this time. It's safe to let this happen under the current circumstances. Okay, so what I'd be thinking with those two there is what you're leaving behind. It's okay to feel good about yourself and doing it. You're going to be grieving whatever this situation is. It doesn't sound like it's a nice situation for whoever's decided to move on from something. And I dare say it's more than one person if the energies are coming through this strongly. But whatever it is, you need to rest assured that you've done the right thing. And if you feel great about doing it, then go with that feeling, because you finally achieved something amazing by looks of the cards. Thanks, everyone.